This video is entitled 30 Days After 30 Days, and it is my follow-up video for my first RUHCUS project of shaving my head bald. It has been a little bit more than 30 days since the end of that RUHCUS project, and as you can see, I have kept, right now I'm growing in some hair. I prefer to keep it cut really low, so I've let it grow in just a little bit, but not really. But I have not wore a wig since July 5th of 2011. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what that process has been like, what the journey felt like in relationship to this sort of new way of life, and the benefits that I've received as a result of embarking on this RUHCUS Project journey. So when I started my RUHCUS Project back in July 5th and decided I was going to shave all my hair and be bald for 30 days, it was terrifying. It was really, really scary. So my hair shame was so historical and so deep-rooted, and with so many layers about my belief about my self-worth and my beauty. And I've been putting quotes around the term beauty lately, because I think that that we're a society that is beauty worshiping, and I'm really trying to deconstruct that for myself. But so many of these things were tied into my beliefs about my hair, and it was really keeping me in bondage and keeping me from moving forward. Not even moving forward, it was keeping me from growing into my fullest self. I think it was really putting a ceiling on my capacity to be a vessel for healing and love and joy and acceptance in the world. So when I shaved off my hair, I was deeply afraid. I was deeply afraid just the first night to take off the scarf and show people the hair that was on my head. And then to get rid of that hair, and then to move throughout the world for 30 days. Brought up a lot of things for me. Like I said, it brought up a lot of issues of value and worth. One of the early things that I did during that time is I went on a blind date with this guy, and he was extremely polite and sweet and nice during our date, and it seemed like he absolutely wanted to see me again. Then after the first date, he never called me again and didn't return I think I called him maybe twice, or I called him once and sent a text, and he never returned my call. And so definitely the immediate trigger in that was, oh, it's because I'm not attractive this way. It's because, no one will ever want me. I'll never find someone because I'm bald. And all of these sorts of narratives that I was writing for myself about what it meant to be bald. And part of the RUHCUS Project is to go through that, to be in that journey, to be in the discomfort of feeling like you're not going to be desirable because you're bald, or you're not going to be desirable because you're presenting in the world as a different person. Since that time, I have found that that's indeed not the case at all. People flirt with me pretty regularly. People, I get compliments pretty regularly about my choice to have my hair shaved so low. It's, it ain't everybody's thing, but neither are, big boobs, or neither are, there are a lot. Everyone has a different aesthetic for what they're attracted to. But what I think was the greater lesson is that that's not, that my desire to move through the world as a full human is not about my desire to move through the world and be desired. That I am okay with attracting people to me who are healthy and sound and on the same path toward healing and personal growth that I am, And I want to attract those people to me, but not necessarily as romantic partners. And then what I am seeking is to create a vibrant world where the people that I interact with are people who are also on a journey of growth and knowledge and self-acceptance and whatever their personal higher calling is. And I'm grateful for that revelation in this process. I'm also grateful for the revelation that my consumption with physical appearance limited my capacity to really do spiritual work. Because, I mean, there's just finite time in the day, right? And if my limited time, a chunk of that is taken up with worrying about my outfit and trying to pick out the right wig and going to wig stores and looking at wigs and 40 minutes I spend putting on makeup, etc., then when is the time to cultivate myself spiritually? What I figured out was when I removed the wigs, what I had to focus on was me, but the integrated full me. And when I'm focused on the integrated full me, I learn new things, and I'm a bigger vessel for healing in myself and healing in the world. The question is, people have asked, so, where are you in the healing? Like, do you feel healed? Let me speak specifically for myself. I am clear that there are some things about my personality that are not just things about my personality, that they are the way in which I am wired. My second RUHCUS Project is about that, about the way in which my brain is just wired in ways that oftentimes can be detrimental to me. So for me, healing, when I think of it as an integrated process, meaning that I am that all of the emotional, mental, physical challenges that I've met in my life are interrelated. I can't clip this thread without that impacting the structure of the garment. Then every time I work on something, it gives me something else to work on. Because for me, that's part of being an integrated human being and not being a compartmentalized human being. Oh, I fixed this. That's healed. Okay, off to this. Everything. I am one being. So all of the things that are happening in me impact this one being. And so I think that I am in a constant process of healing, and that every layer of that healing impacts another layer of that healing. So am I healed? No. Am I healing actively? Yes, I hope to be in the process of healing actively for the rest of my life. Do I have hair shame right now, like that is keeping me in bondage from moving forward in my life? No. 2 days ago, I got on a stage. I had a show in DC, and I, packed all my makeup and some heels and da 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 da. Put my bag, and I was like, I'll just do my makeup before the show. I put on those heels because I do like to be tall on stage. I put on those heels, and I went and did the show. I don't even think I put on lip gloss. And I was aware. I was like, wow, I am doing a show without makeup. And I think it's because my appearance isn't the show anymore. Like what I told the audience was, normally I come in full regalia and costume. I come to share this full presentation with you. And tonight I'm just coming to share some poetry with you. And I'm going to let the poetry stand on its own. You get to decide what you think about it. And that's a new level of bear for me. So often, historically, I have used my physical appearance to sell my work. And I think that doing the RUHCUS Project has helped me realize that it's okay. My work can stand on its own. And that it can be judged and packaged with my external, but that I don't need to do anything extra to my external for my external to be okay. The biggest portion of what I've learned about this RUHCUS Project is that it absolutely is freeing. That it's a launching pad. There are days when I don't feel attractive still, of course there are. But I've not wanted to hide underneath a wig. I've not felt the need. I'm no longer tethered to the judgment of the outside world as it relates to what's happening on the top of my head. And it's also begun to free me from being tethered to the judgment of the outside world as it relates to any process of my journey. I'm encouraging everyone else who's done a RUHCUS project, who's done with their RUHCUS project, to do a reflection video. What other things have been uncovered as a result of taking this journey? I'm so in love with all of you and who follow this project, RUHCUS project, who've started your own RUHCUS projects. I am really asking us to make this a national movement. I get to do a RUHCUS workshop for around 80 pro-choice activists at the end of the month. And I am so excited. I'm excited to be sharing this journey with the world. And I am really hoping that all of you share your journey too. Then I encourage you to start your RUHCUS. And let's create RUHCUS around the world. Thanks so much for being a part of this journey. You all have kept me, and I am hoping that there are people in the world right now who are keeping you. So much love.